Vikings and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do.
Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun. And we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 17 carries, 74 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
2nd and 5 now. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw is Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Fields. And again back to Kmet. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Fields. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Now Fields. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Komet. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Read option. Here's Montgomery. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Fields now to throw. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. Short completion, just 4 yards, and 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Herbert. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1 yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and goal, Fields. And it'll be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Running on 1st down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Foster. Complete. Smith has it. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now Foster off the bootleg. Throw left side on target to Thielen. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Foster. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. The Vikings had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home, and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin a season 0-2.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
A 10-play drive that time, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now an option play on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now a first down throw, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Fields. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Fields throw complete here to Kmet. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On second down, Montgomery. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Second down and 3. Out of the gun, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Fields. And that will be incomplete. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. This from 44 yards away. Rosas' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He connected on all 5 of his throws on that opening drive and finished it with a touchdown pass as they begin here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Foster. And this one complete to Smith.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Now Foster to throw. Looking to throw on 2nd down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Foster on 1st and 10. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll look to throw again. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Back to throw again. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Kadarius Toney leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Javonte Williams, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And the visiting Miami Dolphins. Jameis Winston, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their 2nd straight to start the year. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. It takes this near the 25, just a little past there. Call it the 26. So here are the Vikings to take over. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. The drive starts with a completion left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They go play action here on first down. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off play action. Foster. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Foster. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. To throw on 2nd down. Foster. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. from 4 yards out. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Back to throw. Fields. And he'll find Moreau here. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. On 2nd down, here's the option. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Fields. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Now what we're seeing this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Fields. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Montgomery back to the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Fields going to hold on to it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Operating from the gun, Fields. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack on 1st down, Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Back to throw. Foster. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Looking to throw. Foster. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Fighting to... And Foster loses the football. It's out. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Montgomery.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Back to throw. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Fields trying to throw for it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Cook running right. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Foster now on 1st down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Roquan Smith from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this throw caught left side. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Foster. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Foster. Off play action. Rolling to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So now Fields and the Bears down by 8, 1:39 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Here's Fields. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Fields. Able to complete it to Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
All eyes on Fields. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now Fields. That's once again complete to Shark. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 4th down. Fields has to have this one. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a two-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's two-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game. They'll look to throw, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Everything was riding on that two-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
That's what I'm talking about.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now Foster throwing on first down. Lets it fly for Thielen. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. First throw in overtime by Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first. Fields. And again, back to Kmet. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Open to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Decision to be made on 4th and just a few inches in overtime. What do you do?
I know you've got to weigh it out as a head coach, because if you don't get it, you've turned it over in a great spot for the opposition to go down and win the game. But 4th and inches, I think what most teams do is they say, if we can't get inches, we don't deserve to win anyway.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting? We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
Now Foster to throw. To throw on second down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Both offenses sputtering a little bit here in overtime, Charles, but give credit to the defenses and certainly credit to them on that last play. That is a huge interception.
I will absolutely do that. They deserve the credit because they forced a punt on the opening drive of overtime. You know no one wants to give up the ball in OT, and now you have them back out there knowing that it only takes a field goal to win this game. Big-time defensive plays being made.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Chicago, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.